Hello and welcome to this Whitestorm Lightning tutorial. Today we'll be covering the engine scripts. Now there are a few aspects that we'll be covering in other tutorials that may apply to these scripts, but we're going to cover some basic things today. You won't need to do too much with the Whitestorm Lightning CLI for this tutorial. Let's get started. So the engine scripts are states of the engine, sort of like the entity states, except there's 4 of them. They're located in SRC, scripts, engine, game scripts. So we have a few of them here. One of them is initialize.lua. We have begin refresh, end refresh, and destroy.lua. So let's open up initialize.lua. Alright. Okay. Bring that to size here. As you'll see for our game, we have a few pieces of code here. I've been talking about this function a little bit, the load image function, and I talked a little bit about this method in the previous tutorial. Load image. This takes 2 arguments. It takes the quote name you will have for the image. So we're naming quote quote this image UFO, and its actual file is bin/images/ufo.png, and that is, if you go to the folder in bin images UFO. There we go. And now that's image 0. So if we look at, say, our sprite for a moment, or one of our entities that has a sprite. So let's say this game object we have. We'll see that we add a sprite with image 0. This is image 0. That's basically how you load an image. So this is executed before anything else. This initialize script, the engine's initialize script, is executed before anything else. And then we also have a couple more scripts in here. We have begin refresh, end refresh, and destroy. So this script right here is executed before anything. This is executed after everything, and this is the last thing to be executed. Alright, so yes, on a brief note, you can do input with Whitestorm using the input is key down method, and that will return true or false depending if that key is down. The convention is lowercase letters for, I think you can see how that works there, lowercase letters for keys, uppercase letters for, say, control, which is on a Windows keyboard CTRL. And that's how you do it. This line right here, singleton.run, when singleton.run is set to false, remember this is a public variable we're accessing for you C++ people, when that is set to false, that means that we are we're destroying the engine. That's the proper way to close the engine. Everything gets cleaned up that way. When you just hit X in the corner, everything doesn't get cleaned up properly. So that is how you properly exit the engine. That's how you get input. You're pretty much always going to put that in an if statement. And as you can see, we really have nothing too exciting going on. These other ones, you always want to put your input, your global input, when you're not putting input in an object. You can do this in an object, by the way. Thing, and you could do singleton.run another object. By the way, input is another global. You can access it from anywhere. When you do input, you want to put it in endRefresh.lua. If you're not putting it in an object or a level, you want to put it in endRefresh.lua. Just a quick note, levels kind of have begin and end refresh as well, except it's the same script. Alright, so that's a quick little tutorial. Thank you for watching, and please rate, comment, subscribe, and download Whitestorm.